Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lumin and today we're having a look at Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. Welcome home, Hobbit. Live the cozy life of a Hobbit in the wonderfully serene landscape of the Shire. Discover, decorate and share in this idyllic corner of Middle-earth. Join friendly Hobbits and familiar faces awaiting your arrival in Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. So yeah, it's a cozy life sim set in Middle-earth, which actually does sound pretty awesome. We were sort of rushed out of the Shire a little too quickly in the Lord of the Rings movies. So it's nice to be able to spend a little bit of time there. And if the setting wasn't enough, it does have some pretty interesting features like foot and foot hair customization. That's the one thing I never knew I needed. It's pretty cool. I'm keen to show it off. I'm really keen. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Tales of the Shire, you can find some links below, and as always, you'll find my links down there as well. Yeah, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. Timestamps will also be present. Use them, find what you're looking for, and leave satisfied. In this video, what you will find is Hobbit creation. There's a lot of different options, and they're all together. There's no split between masculine and feminine. Then we'll randomize. Then there'll be outfit selection, and then the outro. Important to note, you can, and they will tell you this as you are customizing your character here, change your appearance and your clothing and even your name in the wardrobe after you've made your character. So they're not going to sort of bar you from that. It's good. I love it when games do that. All right, let us begin. First up, we have the body options. I'm going to say here at the start, I struggled a teeny weeny little bit with the menus. It's just like it's a lot of left and right. It's a lot of scrolling around. You'll see as we go through here. Not the most intuitive interface, but I think it works all right. It's fine. It's just, you know. So for the body options, you can change the body type over here. I'll turn the character a little bit, show you what it looks like. Basically, you're doing a redistribution of the weight. So you are basically redistributing it from over here down to like the belly when you move it around, and the butt as well a little bit. I kind of like the way that they've done it. So you got the same amount of mass on the characters when you move it around. It's just putting it in different places. You can go neutral in the middle over here. You can go what I guess is masculine on this side and what I guess is feminine on that side. It's like, it's very free form. I do dig that. It's cool. Then you can do the size of your character as well. It's a good slider. Like there's enough movement here that you can go pretty big for a Hobbit at least, or pretty small for a Hobbit at least. I'll put it in the middle for now. Then what's pretty cool is you get to change your personality. This is actually probably one of my favorite things, just because it actually changes the look and feel of your character quite a bit when you shift this around. Default is just default. Okay, it's just this. Your character is just standing there normally. But then, grumpy. I don't know, I think it's fitting, especially in the Shire. It just makes sense. Jolly. Cozy. It's looking a little drowsy there. Yeah, there you go. Then we got perky. Just the right amount to annoy your neighbors. Snobby. Also pretty cool. I like that. And then wary. Oh. Okay. So for now, we're going to go default just so she doesn't move around too much. Then we're going to have a look at our skin tones. Pretty cool. They allow you to go really dark with the skin tones. And there is a fantastic selection all the way up. There's really nothing to complain about where this is concerned. Overall, this whole body menu has just been excellent. Like there's nothing, you know, it's perfect. They've got everything you need over here. Now you can actually go either way next. I found that the way that they organized this was a little weird. Like I feel it should go from body to face and then to the features and stuff, and then the hair should be last or whatever. It's randomly thrown together here. I think we're going to move on to the most important thing next here, which is the feet. So basically you're changing your foot hair, and it's amazing to me how many different options they have here, right? It's sort of like, I feel it's sort of like the eyebrows of this game, where you can go big and bushy, you can go sort of smaller and like trimmed, And it makes a difference, you know, because you're a hobbit, and this is an important aspect of your very being and essence, your foot hair. It's amazing. I love it. I really love it. I think that at least they've done something different. Because, I mean, there are so many of these, and let's be real, there really are so many of these cozy life sim games out there. How many of them allow you to customize your foot hair? None. This is the only one. There are no others. Okay, there are no others. So next we'll do the face stuff, right? So you can do your nose and mouth over here. Again, there's no real rhyme or reason in how you move around. You sort of just picking and choosing where you want to go next. For the noses, there's actually quite a bit that happens here, right? Like the noses, you can go pretty large on them. And it can be an impactful thing, to be honest. Like you gotta really watch out with the noses. Because like if you go for one of the really big ones, as you can see it, like it can take up your whole face. And it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, man, it's a pretty big feature. If you know what I'm saying. It's kind of cool. Okay, and then you've got the mouth. Once again, a decent selection over here. I like that you can both go bigger and smaller, but also like larger and like thinner. Like you sort of, I don't know, you don't often get that option to make like these thin lips or thin-lipped characters. Oftentimes they let you go big, like wide with the mouth, but they don't let you go thin. And I find that a very interesting thing. What is it? Are there just not enough people with thin lips? Do we need more thin lip representation out there? Either way, I like it. I'm a fan of the fact that they added that. Next up, we have the eyes. So the way the eyes are done is you are essentially not changing the eye and the eyeball itself. You've got the colors for that. You are changing basically everything around it. This is one of the ways that you will make your character more or less masculine or feminine, I suppose. There's more. You know, there are bits and pieces here and there. But this is one of the main ones because you can pick some slightly more feminine-looking eyelashes here. It's quite simple, but I feel like it's satisfying enough, you know? For the colors, we have what I would consider a grounded in reality selection where you've got like sort of this grayish color over here, then you've got a blue, then you've got a green, and then you got this one and that one. And then you finally have this one over here. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call these. It's 3 different browns, basically. Good selection. Nice. Then we have the head and ears. Also, I'd say pretty important because this is how you're going to match your head to your body, basically. You are choosing the shape of your face, where you can have slightly more chiseled features around a more cherubic look or sharper, you know, cheekbones, chins, anything like that. And, I mean, the ears also pretty interesting where that's concerned. You can do quite a lot with it. I was surprised to see this as an example, where it's like a super squared jaw that you can have, where it's like, it's pretty wide. I mean, like, that's pretty nuts. I don't know, maybe I wasn't really paying enough attention to how the Hobbits looked and how varied they were in, like, the movies and stuff, but it's nice to see so much, basically. Yeah, and it's cool, once again, that you can have sort of like a bigger face as well. Like you can go for a larger looking character. You can go for a more slight looking frame. It all works. It's all good. Ear shape. I find it interesting here that you can go with basically full on elvish ears and then teeny weeny little ears. But they all, you can see they all have that slight little you know, corner there that you can see it, but like you can make it so much more visible. It's cool. Yeah. Again, I am not a professional when it comes to Hobbits, so for me, all of this is pretty cool, and I'm happy with it. Now, we did the body stuff. The final step here is the hair. Every one of these hairstyles is just basically going to feel through and through like a Hobbit hairstyle. I don't know, it's like they took Frodo, Elijah Wood's Frodo, and were just like, hey, this is it. This is our inspiration. They all have this like nice wavy curly hair. It's beautiful. It really is quite beautiful. And it's just so Hobbit, to be honest. Even these ones where you have like the balding on the top, the completely receded hairline. Even the hair on the sides here is luscious and full of life. And it looks like, honestly, the hair has a personality of its own. But the bigger hairstyles to me are very cool. They look really nice. The shorter ones that would be, I suppose, considered slightly more masculine are pretty cool as well. They do have some, what you could call ethnic representation here. Overall, it's just pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice selection. I like what they've done with the simple and satisfying styles, where they don't have a huge amount of detail. You know, what you'd consider detail on the hair, but they actually threw in these little strands, these little bits and pieces, and then the splashes of color to make it look like a whole lot more than it actually is. As an example, this hairstyle is just awesome. I love this one. Then we can pick our brows. I mean, I already said that the foot customization was like the eyebrow customization. I stand by that. I'm not changing that. I'm not. Even though they have some really nice eyebrows here. Like, this is actually some of the nicest eyebrows I've seen in a game. Look at it. It's just a good selection. I like these ones a lot. And what's awesome is that they are not like flat textures on there. There's actually some depth to them. Now, hair color. Not a huge selection. And I think that if I was going to point a finger at any one part of this customization and say, hey, that could use some improvement, I would say it's probably the colors. I'd say most likely that's where I'd look at it. I like the darker hair. This is obviously much more Hobbit, you know, when you have this, but I like the darker hair. And that does actually bring us to the end of the regular customization. Now, I'm going to jump back here, and I'm going to randomize. And we'll have a look at some of the different options that could pop up here. Kind of nice to see, you know, the skin tone combined with the different hair color. That alone is enough to make you sort of stand out. There is a very browny feel to everything here. like you know, the hair colors, the skin tones, all of it has this. The word I would probably use is earthy feel to it. Brownie makes it sound sort of, you know, like a... But it's not that. It's got a very earthy feel to it, which I think is actually very much in line with what they were going for with the Shire and the Hobbits and stuff like that. You know, these guys live in holes under the ground. So, like, the idea of them having an earthy feel to their visual appearance, I think that's probably... That'd be a compliment, right? But, I mean, I think that's pretty much what they wanted. And it's working. I like that there's some contrast to be found, but overall, yeah, I'd say the one point where they could probably improve things is with the colors. Now, I don't know if there's different stuff available in the game that could give more color, but yeah, that's kind of cool. So we're going to randomize a few more times just to see what we can get here, and then we're going to jump in and look at the outfits. That's the plan. Perfect. Now, we move on to the next menu. Outfits. Starting with tops. It's nice to get out of whatever that was we were in. So anything is an improvement, I would say. So here, once again, you get to set yourself up with what could be considered a way to make your character more masculine or feminine. You know, you got the blouse there. That I feel could look a little more, and there's obviously a bunch more outfits in game, but could look a little more feminine. I like the simple Hobbit shirt, so I'm going to take that for now, but there's already a nice selection here. Then we got the pants, and you will notice that there is a skirt as well. It matches quite nicely. Another skirt over here. There's the braced one, which means it's got like you know, a little more volume to it, and then the simple maroon one, which I personally really like the maroon one, or you can go for the pants. Let's go for the skirt for now, just because. Then there is a cape, because obviously you can put a cape on. I love the way that the cape looks in this game. And I mean, the physics on the cloth here, it's pretty okay. It's nothing special or whatever. You can see it's clipping through the dress a little bit there. It's because we took the, but it's fine. It's fine. It looks good. I like that. Then there are some glasses to put on here. Again, with this kind of stuff, you're going to want to jump into the game and get it yourself. And then we are back on the shirts. I think there's a good selection overall as a starting point. I think that you should be able to find something that you enjoy. You can randomize here as well if you want to randomize the clothing. I don't know if it's really going to show us much different, but yeah, there you go. I did see something different there. I saw some jumpers on the dress. Is that when you equip the... Let's just do a quick test. Oh, it's those pants. Okay. So it's those pants. Gotcha. There you go. Right. It's pretty nice. That's nice. Nice splash of color there. But when you're done doing your clothing, you move on to the next menu. That's where you do your name. So your Hobbit name, you actually get to pick it from a massive list over here. And I mean, it's a massive list. Like, I don't even know if can I even... I'm going to do it. I'm going to go all the way to the top. Okay, so there's A. There it is. These are Hobbit names, guys. Okay, these are Hobbit names. There's Balbo, Balbo and Belba. Okay, and Bingo and Bodo. Have you ever seen someone dance around the subject? Quite like they are here. But there's a lot of names, and you can quite easily find yourself something that you like here. And if it's not to your liking, you can just enter a custom name, right? So, Chica Brockhouse. Yeah, famous Hobbit of the Shire. And then you get to do your surname over here. Chica Goodbody. Yeah, I mean, there's actually good enough. Wow. I wonder if these are actually properly researched names. Because, I mean, I love it. I think that it's kind of funny that they just do sound like Hobbit names. They've done so well. It feels like they really did their research on this. I don't know where they got this from, but like, there you go. You can pick the one you want, or you can enter a custom name, and then when you click the next button, boom, 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 you are done. And that does bring us to the end of this video. Dudes. Yeah. It's cute, it's cozy, it's wholesome, and it's like so Hobbity. I like it. I like the style they went with. The models look great. I like the foot hair customization. I love all of it. I think that they did great for a Lord of the Rings game here. They preserved the look and feel and the essence of what it is to be a Hobbit. And I think that the minimalistic style that they went with does seem to work quite well. I do hope there's a lot more to get, a lot more to customize, a lot more to see in the game in terms of the cosmetic side of things. I think it's enough that they have here. If anything, if I had to say, hey, here's where you can improve things, I'd say some more color would be nice. And like the menu's a little difficult. But overall, yeah, I think it looks pretty great. And I've thoroughly enjoyed my time looking at it. So I hope you guys did too. Thanks for joining. You can, as always, give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. You can find my links below, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. And hey, if you're jumping into Tales of the Shire, I hope you guys have fun. Happy that.